Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leah if you did not know already. Okay, enough of that, y'all. It's Friday night and I ain't going out tonight. Like, I wanted to go out tonight, but like, I'm trying to save money and it's like my circumstances of me, it just ain't lining up, you know what I'm saying? So I'ma still be lit, you feel me? And I'm just gonna be here by myself. And I'm gonna talk to y'all. Like, that's just what I want to do. So I did end up getting a Leah letter. So that is why we're all here. So yeah, so we staying in tonight. I don't know if y'all are in, but if you're in, you know, here's something for y'all to watch. You feel me? And like, I just really don't feel good. Like, bitch, I'm on my period. Okay, my vagina's about to fall the fuck off. I got a Leah letter. And I'm sorry, y'all. I got the munchies. Okay, so I ended up getting a Leah letter. I have not read it yet. So when I read it, was my first time seeing it. I got it maybe like a week ago, but I couldn't film this because I just was busy and stuff. But I've had a little more time now, so I'm filming more. I just feel like tonight is the perfect night to do one. Like, let's just have a little girl talk, right? Y'all, we ain't lit over here, okay? So I hope y'all lit. Wherever y'all lit, I hope y'all lit. Oh wait, let me tell y'all what it is first for people who may be new to my channel. I'm Leah, by the way. A Leah letter is basically where you guys send me like your issues, like a relationship issue, a friendship issue, or a life issue or whatever, and I sit here and I talk about it on my channel and I give you my input on it. I wouldn't say my advice, but I mean, if you call it advice, I guess my advice on a situation or how I would handle it. So yeah, that's basically what this is. You just send me your stories and I talk about them here on my channel. That was a horrible explanation. I know I didn't make no fucking sense. Okay, so it says, hey Leah, so I really need your advice / encouragement. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 5 years now and we have a child together. Throughout the years, things haven't always been the best between us, and the first 3 years were great, but it seemed like the further we got into college, he started to cheat on me, or I would always catch him in lies. He stopped doing the things he used to, like taking me out, inviting me to events, and just normal boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. I talk to him all the time about how I don't feel wanted by him anymore, and sometimes I feel like he's not attracted to me after the baby. Oh, sis. He seems sincere and apologizes every time, but I don't see much change in his behavior. I know people always say actions speak louder than words, and I should believe what he's showing me, but it's so hard to let go when I know the type of boyfriend he can be. Plus, we have a kid together, and I don't want to lose sight of having my family, but I feel so alone. I feel so alone when I'm around him. It's kind of like I don't know him anymore, but I still love him, and I just don't want to throw 5 years down the drain. What should I do? I know you were in a relationship for a long time, so hopefully you have some insight. Thanks in advance. Wait, girl, you know me. Okay. Hey, girl, whoever you are. Okay. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me get my jerk real quick. Okay. So, I know like how you feel. I know I can't 100% identify because I don't have a child, you know what I'm saying? But when you talk about the whole, like throwing the 5 years down the drain and, you know what I'm saying, you know what type of boyfriend he can be, those things are like all true. Like your feelings, the way you feel about this, it's like, it makes 100% like sense. Like it makes sense. And I don't want you to feel like you're stupid or whatever for it, because you're not, you know. I know that people make mistakes, I know people can change, but what you're telling me that you don't see much change in his behavior. He apologizes, but he doesn't like change. And I know when you're dealing with something like that, it's like you're kind of stuck between like, should I give up or should I be patient? Now, listen, I'm gonna be honest, right? So, you know, as women, we always, especially when we're dealing with somebody for a long time, we always look at them for like who we know that they can be. And I'm not even saying what we feel like they can be is incorrect, because I feel like women, we're like, half the time, if you're a good woman, we're pretty much always right. So like, it's very true that your boyfriend could be so much more, because he has been so much more. I'm not gonna tell you to leave him, because that's really your decision. I don't know what you can tolerate, what you decided to tolerate. I don't know how forgiving like your heart is towards certain situations. So I'm not gonna tell you to leave him, but I would tell you to put certain things into perspective and into consideration when you're making your decisions about, what's that? Yeah. Oh Lord. Oh. Yo. Outside shoot. We gotta take a sip for that one. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna tell you to leave him, because like I said, that is totally up to you. I feel like you should pray about what you should do when it comes to being with him or not. But I just think that you should put certain things into consideration. So you said that you know the type of boyfriend that he could be. And I feel like as women, we do think about that a lot, but you need to look at things for what they are today. Maybe back then he was doing this and that, but today he has you feeling lonely. Today he's embarrassing you. Today you look crazy. Today you feel down about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, women, we always have, I feel like, a certain self-consciousness when you're sometimes with someone, because there are other females out there, and that's just realistic. That's not you being insecure or anything like that. That's just realistic. You can think you're beautiful, but you know that it's other beautiful women. Not anyone more beautiful than you, but it is other beautiful women out there. So today you don't feel beautiful, and today it's not what it used to be. So you got to look at shit for what it is. And if you feel like you may be the only one that's putting in the effort to try to make things get better, or he's not really working with you, then that's when you got to kind of start doing your own thing. And doing your own thing doesn't always mean dating other people. Just getting back to you, because I know how you feel when you with somebody for that long. Y'all become like one, basically. And as a woman, excuse me, y'all. As a woman, I feel like when we're in love, we can forget ourselves, and we can forget what we need to make us happy. Not necessarily what he can do to make us happy, but what we need on our own to make us happy. And we lose sight of that and forget that and stop doing those things. And I feel like since we're very young, we don't really know how to love ourselves completely. I feel like we're all on a my titties are really active in this shirt and this bra. But what was I about to say? We're still learning to love ourselves, because if you think, when you were like a child and in middle school, was we talking about all this self-love and self-empowerment? No, like as we started becoming women and getting older, and I know you said that like you guys are in college, as we're starting to get older, then we're starting to learn what it means to love ourselves. So you probably don't even really know how to love yourself, because you've been loving him for so fucking long, and you've lost that. I feel like you lost that, and I know you lost that, because I just know where you're coming from. So I feel like it's time for you to start doing things that make you happy. Find things that has nothing to do with him. Find things that when you do them, you feel free, you feel fulfilled, you feel happy. Not things that y'all can do together. Think about you. You know what I'm saying? And now that you have a baby, being selfish has to be a priority, honestly. Like, I don't have a child, but I have to make sure that I'm still doing things that make me happy, because I do work a lot. Like, I work a lot, and if I'm not at work, it's people who want my time, and it's stuff that I have to do. But like how I'm sitting here tonight and I'm not going out and I'm not doing this, I'm not paying for no Uber or nothing to go nowhere. I'm sitting here and I'm doing something that makes me happy. I don't feel lonely right now. I don't feel the need to go hit up some nigga. I don't feel the need to do that because I'm doing something that makes me happy. So I feel like you need to find something that makes you happy. And I promise you, once you start finding yourself and making yourself happy, the way you deal with him, I can't tell you how you gonna do it because I want you to find out. But it's just like the way you start dealing with him, it'll be a lot easier to cope with stuff that be going on. It's easier for you not to put up with the bullshit that goes on, because I know that's easy when you don't know how to love yourself. And I put that on everything. Like, it's so much easier to just fall back into the comfort of fucking with him, right? It's not an easy journey. It's something you have to work at each and every day. But the more and more you take the time out to really love yourself and not focus on what's going wrong in your relationship, you know, when you're in a relationship, you know, you're going to go through things. And if you want to stick with that person through those things, that's fine. But you have to leave a little room for you. You have to leave a little room to love yourself, because he's not going to always be there to catch you all the time when you fall. Like, I feel like nobody is going to be there to catch that person every single time they fall. You're not going to be there for him every single time something goes bad. Like, my parents love me dearly, and they not even there for me every single time something goes bad. Sometimes all I have is myself and God. Like, that's literally it. And you're going to hit places where that's all you have. And he's not always really responsible to do all that all the time, because number one, he's not your husband, and number two, he's his own individual person as well. He's young just like you. Just like you're trying to figure out how to love yourself, men gotta love themselves too. And the way that sometimes they do it is horrible. So he trying to get his shit together too. So I just feel like in situations like this, my best advice for you right now in this stage is to focus on you and make that a priority every single day. Like, every single day, to do something that makes you happy. And once you figure out and you're okay with being alone or knowing how to make yourself happy, it'll make your decision, and it'll make your decision on what to ultimately do and or how to deal with things that go on when bad things happen in a relationship, because it could be other things besides cheating that happens in a relationship. So, you know, other bad things that happen, you'll deal with them a lot better. I promise you. You'll deal with them a lot better, and it'll get a lot easier. I hope I'm making sense, y'all, because I am so lit where I'm sitting right here. It's not even a game. That's like my best advice. Just when you learn to love yourself and when you actively do love yourself, the decision will be better. So even if you do decide to stick with him when shit is falling apart, you know what I'm saying? And doesn't always have to be cheating. Like I said, when things do start falling apart, you don't fall apart, because no matter what, you come first. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know, then you know your baby. But in the relationship situation, you come first. So if you decide to stick with him, the way things will pan out, you know, when arguments happen and things like that, will be handled probably a lot healthier. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you a spazzer, but I know when you're so wrapped up in somebody, you can become a spazzer because, you know, you love them and it's just so emotional and it's just too fucking much. Or, you know, when things get rocky, you know what I'm saying, you can treat yourself better. You know what I'm saying? And you won't need to depend on him for that happiness. Or if you decide to leave, you still are okay because you know you got you at the end of the day, and you know how to make yourself happy. You won't need him to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my best advice for either way you decide to go. I hope that made sense, you guys. Lord, I hope that made sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and edit this, and I'm gonna see y'all later. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. I don't know what I'm about to go do, but I'm about to go do it. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.